Danny Vegas time, Danny Vegas world. It is segment 2. We are $250,000 into the show.
Ready to make that $500,000.
That's right.
Totally ready. I'm feeling it. I'm loose. I'm warm. Ready to go.
I love Thursdays. I live for this.
I do too.
You know, I'd never sleep the night before. I'm just like, oh man, the big concert is tomorrow. So anyway, it's like a Van Halen concert in the 1980s.
It is.
You know, everybody in town just got off early. Okay.
It's very cool.
All right, segment 2 is always kind of the meat and potatoes of the show. We really kind of have no clue what we're going to talk about, and I just kind of think about it. But that said, when you're tied at the hip with Nicole Taylor Sharp, oh my God, every week is an adventure. So here we are.
Let's talk about some of the stuff that's trending right now.
Yeah, let's talk about some of the stuff that's trending. And you did this post about dating to your expectations or something, and that went batshit crazy.
It did.
And I'm just like, y'all are just trying too hard. But anyway,
we can go over maybe the top 3 performing posts of the week, because all of those are kind of trending.
Okay.
One, you know, you've been doing this interesting segment, which I find to be funny. It's the Danny Vegas suddenly single.
If I was suddenly single, snap my fingers. I've been married a long time, but if I was suddenly single, like right now.
Well, so the question is, if you were suddenly single, number one, would you rock the male romper? Because that's trending right now.
Okay, that's the one-piece thing. Right?
It's a one-piece jumpsuit, shorts and little jumpsuit.
Right.
I've had people in the meantime, since I posted a story, I saw it trending really early on. I posted a story, it kind of went nuts. People really weighing in, having good fun, making jokes about it.
Right.
I got pictures of Sean Connery back in the Bond days.
Changed the whole game.
Wearing the romper.
Right, because he wore one like in 1968, right, in the movie.
But it was 1968. It was kind of like the casual version of the leisure suit, you know, for on the beach. But yeah, it's trending and it's coming back. So
well, Danny Vegas says no.
You know what? Those classic alpha males are saying no. This is one more thing that kind of is blurring those whole preconceived notions of where gender lines and gender roles and what's masculine and what's not. So it's interesting. It's
Danny Vegas says no to the male romper.
So if you were suddenly single, you would not be rocking the romper.
I would not be rocking I can't even say that real fast. I could not be rocking the romper.
Rocking the romper.
Nah, I'm not into that.
Yeah. I think with the rompers, there's a whole moose knuckle territory that we need to all be aware of and just back away from this trend.
Loose knuckle. I don't even want to know what loose knuckles means.
Moose knuckle.
Oh, moose knuckles.
Yeah,
okay.
We'll talk about it off air.
Okay.
Okay, so the other crazy things that are trending, you mentioned it before. I was scrolling through the feed and someone had actually made a comment in another post.
Right.
And the comment caught my attention. The post, I don't remember what the post was about, but the comment said, you date to your self-esteem level.
So like, if you're kind of like, oh man, this month really sucks, you're going to be attracted and want to date women who are in the same mindset? Is that what they're saying?
You know, I put it out there because I
misery loves company.
I found it to be interesting. Like, I think my disastrous relationship of 2016, I don't think that I brought that on because I had low self-esteem.
Relationships or relationship?
Well, relationship of 2016. I had one
15?
in 2000. Well, 2015, that was a different relationship, different disaster. Shut up. This is the problem when you go on air with your best friend. There's like nothing is secure.
No, nothing is secure. So, you know, I always try to forget the rest and remember the best. Okay, so you put this thing out saying that you kind of date to the level of your self-esteem. So if you feel like you're rocking and rocking the world and you're looking good and snapping the step and you got the confidence, you know what, you're going to go and attract that opposite and you're going to do that.
Train of thought seems to be. It seems to be a law of attraction, that you attract the like, that you attract whatever it is you really are. And I took a little bit of umbrance to that, of course, because...
Umbrance.
I did, yeah. I
Don't ask me to spell that. Okay, go ahead.
Because this is what I thought. Number one, I do feel like I have a good esteem. I have well-earned esteem. I feel like I have I do have good esteem about myself. I'm a good person. I do good things. I'm a shining ray of positivity out in the world. I do good things. Now, my relationship of 2016 that broke my heart into like 500 pieces publicly on air a couple of times, which was fun.
It was definitely fun.
I don't think it's because I had low self-esteem that I ended up with a guy who was insecure and couldn't be faithful and honest and consistent. I don't think that that's what it did. And in fact, one of the reasons why I don't really believe that you only attract who you are. Mm-hmm. You know, you attract all sorts of people. Any day that I go on air or put up a new photo shoot, my inbox is going to fill up with a myriad of folks out there, a colorful motley crew of characters. And I don't think every single one of them is necessarily who I deserve to be like, hello, how are you? Looking good. Want to go out for a drink sometime. I think who you end up staying with, maybe who you end up settling for or accepting, maybe that has more to do with your self-esteem, but not necessarily who you date. Because dating is part of the getting to know you process, right?
Well, you know, I've always been kind of confused with that word dating. I mean, it's kind of like I'm dating. Okay, I'm dating this one person, or I'm dating 10,000 people. I don't know. There's got to be two different words. I
think that the younger you are, I think when you're actually dating someone, then that means something. That's the relationship. Other than that, what do we call it now? The millennials are calling it, Scott. It's just hanging out, right?
Just hanging out. I like hanging out.
Hanging out, hooking up. That's something different too.
I think
that's like a Netflix and chill thing.
Older guys like me, not me, believe me. I think they tend to look for women in situations of desperation. Because I think if they can find someone like that, they can have control.
I think that's
I think there's a lot of that going out there, and I see it a lot, and I'm like, golly, man. It just seems like if the woman seems like in some type of desperate situation, she just attracts just these massive amounts of guys.
I think there's two categories.
I could help that girl, and if I could help her out, hey,
you get a little something.
I get a little affection. I know that goes to their mind, because you know why? Because I'm one of them.
I think there's two categories that are attracted to the desperate male, maybe three categories. One, I think there's the opportunist, the one that is looking for that vulnerable person who can take advantage of her needs. I had some people after my breakup that messaged me or called me and wanted to be, offered to be that shoulder to cry on, and I think I knew which ones, if I ever put my head on that shoulder to cry on, I know exactly where their hand would be going. So there's the opportunists. Then there's the other folks. Those are the rescuers, the white knights, right? They're looking to rescue that damsel in distress, because that's where they're getting their esteem
That's
from.
Right. I think that has a little bit to do with it, certainly.
And do you know what happens when you rescue a damsel in distress?
I would tend to think like, wow, now be careful what you wish for, because you might just get it.
Yeah, you end up with a distressed damsel. So congratulations. Yeah. You got her. You rescued her. She's yours.
Yes.
But she's going to be a problem.
Yeah, so.
And then the third category, I think that there's a group of fellas out there. They're the early innovators, the one that don't want to miss their chance.
Right.
So, you know what? She's a really great gal. And I know that she's maybe not ready yet, but let me move into the friend zone and actually be friends. There are some folks that are out there just really to be friends that aren't going to take advantage. Now, the danger with that, fellas, when you do that, number one, once she gets healthier and better, she might consider you your friend and not want to have anything romantic to do with you. Or number two, once you help her through her time and she's healthy enough, then you're just kind of the schmuck that's left over, that she's ready to move on to someone who just wants someone that's fully baked and fully cooked, which is why I don't think you date until you're really ready.
You know, I tell men all the time, never be a woman's wingman, because if you're a woman's wingman, guess what? You're not going anywhere.
You're a woman's wingman, you're not going to get
You're going to watch your woman walk home with someone else, and you're going to be sitting there like, what happened? So don't be a wingman. Just, I don't know. I'm just glad I just go home to the old lady, or I can't say that anymore. I go home to my wife, and I just see her every day, and I get yelled at every day. But watching you guys go through this stuff,
it keeps you married. Congratulations. But so those are some of the hot trending topics that have been on my Facebook feed. It's the rompers, it's dating to the steam, the alien cloud picture that I took that got 300
that was
likes.
Pretty cool.
That was cool. And then the name your cell phone. So if you don't know what your cell phone's name is, go to my Facebook page, scroll down about a week, and and that one has like almost 400 comments. 400 plus people.
I looked at that and I just thought that's just right over my head. Okay,
that's it.
All right, now that y'all know about dating to your level, whatever, we're going to get into the real.
We're going to bring it up a level.
Ladies.
We're going to bring it up a notch.
We're going to bring it up to a level.
We are.
Yes, we'll be back for segment 3 right after this.